Now, an Emeritus Newsbrief weekend wrap-up. I'm Lynn, Huston. It was a big week for losses for pensioners and anyone else, for that matter, involved with the stock market. President Bush tried to assure the country that the government would solve the crisis, but as he talked, the market continued to lose. By the time the president ended his Friday morning address, the market lost 100 points. Treasury Secretary Paulson outlined the government's plan to invest in American banks.
Consistent with the legislation, any equity the government purchases through a broadly available equity program would be on a non-voting basis, except with respect to market standard terms to protect our rights as investors. Securities investors around the world have taken measures to enhance market stability by addressing market abuse.
At Friday's close, the Dow lost 128 points. The Nasdaq actually finished in the positive, more than 4 points. The director of the Congressional Budget Office revealed the biggest pension story of the week, telling a House committee that pensions have lost $2 trillion.
Data from the Federal Reserve suggests that the decline in the value of financial assets held by pension funds, public and private, defined benefit and defined contribution, amounted to roughly $1 trillion, almost 10% losses on their assets, from the second quarter of 2007 through the second quarter of 2008. Since the end of the second quarter, asset prices have continued to decline, and CBO analysis suggests that there may well be another $1 trillion in losses on pension plan assets. In other words, over the past 15 months or so, pension plans have experienced a roughly $2 trillion decline in the value of their assets.
Wells Fargo gets the green light from the Federal Trade Commission to proceed with a buyout of Wachovia. Citigroup agreed to back off of their challenge of the deal, but they still claim that they'll sue for damages. The Citigroup deal died when Wells Fargo offered $13 billion more. A new education study says America must do more to encourage math and science students. Among the solution, the study says there needs to be more schools similar to those performing arts high schools, where math and science students can get specialized instruction in a supportive environment. You can get a copy of the study on the Emeritus News education page. And that's an Emeritus News weekend wrap-up. I'm Lynn, Huston.